very beautiful backdrop to walk towards. Not sure how I'm going to walk along it, but we'll see what the track looks like. Today is the 1st of January 2021, so Happy New Year everybody. It's a beautiful view for the 1st of January 21. Well, the track on the map, my map, doesn't exist. So anyway, I'm going to try and find a flat spot up here, just over in this bit here. And I guess that will do. Sunshine. Time to go to my campsite, which is just over here. Just doing a last little bit of time lapse, as you do. The sun's going down. This is my bed, right here. Z light. Gore-Tex jacket down the bottom of my sleeping bag, and the sun's just about to go down. This will be my room review tonight. Hopefully it doesn't rain. It shouldn't. There's no rain forecast, so. And tomorrow I'll trudge my way back. That's the mountain I climbed before, just up to there. Where have all the flowers gone? Button grass moorland is usually covered with flowers in spring. A devastating disease has left this large area with dead and dying pink swamp heath. White warrafs and banksias, they are being killed by introduced microorganism called Phytophoria, pronounced Phytophoria. Yep. Root rot, which has spread through the soil and invaded the roots of the plants. Phytophoria root is rot. It is a serious threat to buttongrass moorland in the Tasmanian World Heritage Area. Okay, well, that's why there's no flowers. I found my first evidence. There must be creatures out here. Little paw print. Sometimes it's a bit like a jungle. Trudging up. And up being the operative word. It's definitely going up. Without a load, it's not so bad. I'm gaining altitude pretty rapidly. It's still muddy on bits. I've actually got phone reception now. Just said a little beep. I've got phone reception. We'll see if we can upload to something to Instagram, Facebook. Maybe even go live for YouTube. You can see Lake Pedder in the distance there. Dad always used to speak about Lake Pedder, and here I am. The bird life. Looks like an old glacier lake down there. It's such a beautiful lake down there. The few clouds come across, and I do think I had one drop of rain before. Now if I get wet, I get wet. That's just the way it goes, isn't it? Might be the first human to get wet, or the last. Another spectacular view. That's not Lake Pedder, but in the distance you can see Lake Pedder, way in the distance. Oh, we're going down. Even though it's got a gimbal, it is hard to keep an eye on the camera and walk down steps like this. It's spectacular. It's spectacular all around. As we trudge onwards, big beautiful lake there. This used to be a glacier lake. I think the Pocket 2 seems pretty good at the moment. DJI Pocket 2, gimbal and everything. Obviously I've got to learn a lot more settings, but I think yes, it'll be a great addition for the fat bike touring around Australia next year. Well, this year actually, now that it's 2021. Hopefully in just a bit over a month, maybe a month and a half, 2 months, everything should be ready. Really hard not to video. It all looks pretty spectacular. It's like every corner, every bend, you just go wow. Every plant species, every look, every bended tree. What a place to test out the new Pocket 2. So spectacular. It's steep or what? This has definitely been the steepest section here. I have to turn around very shortly anyway. Yeah. It's spectacular, so it's good. I'm glad I came. I'll go down to the bottom a bit, I guess. I'm going to go down to the bottom here, which isn't that much further, and then I'll turn around. This will be it. This is my turnaround point. Just here. The view over here. Spectacular view once again, every which way you look. Nice bird life. A few lizards out and about. And that's it. Turn around now. The battery's almost flat on this too, but it's done well. This is my turnaround point. Definitely highly recommend this walk, but you'd want to travel lightweight just so you don't have too much in your backpack, otherwise you'd fall back down the hills on some of them, they're that steep. And waterproof equipment too, if you're also good, so I'm sure it rains here a lot. Sure does go up. I just came down it. This was the steepest section though. Straight up you go. Sun's out. This little steep section up here. It's quite a steep section. Yeah. Pretty sure that must be the ocean. Now the slow process of walking down. Quite dehydrated at the moment. Thought there'd be little creeks easier to get, but they're a bit dry, so I'm going to wait till I get down a bit and find a creek. There will be a creek. Water's not a problem. Just keep pushing onwards as you do. Now the descent. The descent isn't really the problem. It's all that mud. along the way, the descent's not so bad. A whole lot, even up the top here wasn't so bad. It's all the mud that you get into to get back over to Lake Pedder, which is over there. That's where I got to get to, sort of thing. Well, that's the first of the rain just up there. It's only a little bit. It's not meant to be here until tomorrow. 40% chance tomorrow, no chance today, but as you can see, just a little bit falling. So I'll be back to my backpack very shortly. It's pretty much in the camera just down the end there on the post, because someone went through it supposedly, checking stuff. But anyway, that's another story. Oh, they weren't sure if I'd left my backpack or what, so they decided to go through it. Anyway, that's fine. I don't care. There's nothing in it. Anyway, I'm down now. Just come down from there. Fair few people going up, about 10 I estimate. And now, I reckon the hardest section is the muddy section, personally, down the bottom. Got to take my shoes off, put my sandals on, and do the mud. I've got to get some water and rehydrate. Here, and trudge onwards. It's a nice camping area. Not tonight. Just in case it rains. I'm not going to take the risk tonight. We have a river crossing. Creek, river. But it's cool, but it's not that bad. It's not like having to put ice water in it. It's getting later. Let's say it's 8 o'clock by now. Onto these wooden railings, I don't know what you call them, but anyway. Can't see the road yet. I think I might just be able to see the road the first little bit, so still got a bit to go. I said I'm out of the mud section, and that was tough. So now it's just to trudge back to get to the car and eat some food. The last muesli bar I had was before I went up that mountain. Got about 4 or 5 of them. But that was about maybe 10:30 this morning. So it's 8 o'clock now, so I'm getting hungry. But that's okay. The body can deal with it as long as you get water, and I've drank a fair bit now. So it's all good. Close to being back now. And the sun is just on the high part of the mountains. In other words, it's going to set in 5 minutes. But I'll make it. I've got a headlamp if I really need it. It must be 10 minutes away, hopefully. A little bit of redness in the sky there, if you can see it. It's hard to tell with this little screen sometimes what it's turning out like. It's 4K, so it should be okay. And that should be calling it a day, I think. Well, I still have to finish, but thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed wild Tasmania. Walking just next to near Lake Pedder. Very, very spectacular. Very muddy when it's wet to get there, but once you're up there, very spectacular walk, that's for sure.